Hi, welcome to AmericanFuture.us. I'm Debbie Lynn Molyneux, the lead catalyst for this project to help Americans, everyday Americans, imagine their preferred future. And today is an experiment in just thinking about capitalism and democracy and how they work together or not. So I've been thinking, so I've been reading and discussing how we, the citizens, actually think we know what democracy is and how capitalism works. And I'm not sure that the combination of the two are the best system ever. They may be, but let's start with a short quiz. First of all, let's just talk about what is democracy. Now, here are six common answers. The first is voting. The second is, well, whatever we, the United States, does is democracy because that's who we are. The third common answer is democracy is the will of the people enacted by representatives. The fourth common answer is, well, it's not authoritarianism or communism or socialism or fascism. The fifth most common answer is democracy is communicating and interacting with your elected officials. And then the last one that I think is less popular, if you will, is democracy is engaging in our communities through volunteering and or protesting. And I think that it's actually all of these and more. Because as citizens, can we develop a common understanding of how we govern ourselves and then also dedicate a part of our time to doing so? It will take effort. And what is worth it to put forth that effort? In my estimation, the conflict profiteers have really perverted our thinking to believe that democracy only happens when our side wins. We then engage in this kind of power struggle with our political opponents, justifying the denial of civil rights and denigrating each other's humanity. Yet democracy, which is a process through which we settle our disagreements, demands that we work together and meet the needs of our shared communities using our shared resources. Full stop. Now, our thinking can reveal if we prefer democracy or some other governance system, and maybe it's a system where we think we have more power. So here are some common beliefs lately, or let's try that again. Here are some common beliefs that I've seen lately, and the governance those beliefs supports. The first one is this black and white thinking about what is right and what is wrong and how things should be done. That is an autocratic preference of governance. So that belief supports autocracies where there is black and white and everything is really clear cut. Another belief system that I've seen a lot lately is this belief that our opponents are evil. Now, this is a theocratic governance structure that sets up this idea of we are the good guys and they are the bad guys. And all we have to do is make sure that we exile the bad guys, if you will. But that is really religion or more theocratic or theocracy based in thinking. Another belief that I've seen a lot lately is that strong leaders will dominate with power, money, and influence. And if they're not dominating through those three methods, then they are weak. And this is very much an authoritarian supporting belief system. And so I'm just curious to hear from folks out there if you have any of these beliefs in yourself. I know that sometimes I get very autocratic. I just want things done. It looks really clear to me. But that doesn't mean that's how I want to live my life, or nor what I want for my community. So here's the last question in our short quiz today. What is capitalism? Now, here are what I think are five common answers. The first one is like, well, capitalism is the best economic model in the history of the world, right? Another one is that capitalism is the protection of private ownership and production from government interference. The third common belief about capitalism is that it is a market system based on the principles of supply and demand. Another popular belief about capitalism is that it is a way for people to have social mobility. In other words, no one is class bound and can change their own socioeconomic status with effort. And then there's this last one. Capitalism is a system of oppression to help moneyed interests protect their wealth and property. In other words, it's a system that's been built on colonialism and slavery. And again, capitalism is all of the above and more. On one hand, capitalism has been the economic model that has lifted much of the modern world out of poverty and creating opportunities for billions of people to have comfortable lives that are less survival focused on a daily basis. And on the other hand, profit is universally accepted as a metric of success. And an unintended consequence of profit first is what I call extraction mentality. It is the extraction of people's time and talent from which a company or other person profits or capitalizes. Let me do that one again. It's the extraction of people's time and talent from which a company or other person profits or capitalizes. The extraction of resources from land or sea, which then upends the ecosystems upon which our lives depend. Profit itself is not bad, but neither is it good. It's just a value that we have assigned to measure success. So, what do you think? Have we elevated profits to idolatry standards? Like, is it our new God? It certainly feels that way to me. And when an economic system becomes fixated on profit at the expense of people's well being and planetary limits, what does that say about our ability to self govern in a democratic system? In a democratic system, people are requesting government regulation to protect each other and the environment in which we all live. Just think about guns and air and water. That's just three. And yet, capitalists who are strong in their beliefs that it is the only best system in the world see this demand for regulation as a threat to their profit. They resist what the people want, and they resist that through a multitude of ways: PR campaigns, candidate support, lobbying, research influence, and more. And that's not even talking about tax avoidance, which could mitigate on the backside of government. But our shared priority, in our free system right now on profit, our shared priority on profit remains unchallenged, even as it undermines the democratic system itself. Capitalism as an economic system is adaptable to other forms of governance. Just look at China, where capitalists have figured out the rules under communism to continue making massive profits. In Russia, it's under the under the authoritarian of Putin. And the system in Sweden, where there's this hybrid democratic socialism, has been lauded for taking care of people, but they do that through high taxation as a form of wealth distribution. So, what does this all mean for our future? Well, I don't really have the answers today, but I do believe that we need to be considering how capitalism might strengthen democracy instead of perverting it. Our future depends upon us developing this shared understanding of both and a willingness to compromise with our fellow Americans for the sake of our nation. I'd love to hear from you on this. Please use the comment section below and respond. Thanks.